Okay, guys, what's up? Lord of Shadows is here today to another One Piece chapter 766 review. But before I start the whole chapter review, please we must have a minute of silence for the end of one of the greatest manga comics in not only all Japan but all the world, Naruto. Please, a moment of silence. So we can presume that at the beginning of the chapter, before I start on the chapter, at the cover of the One Piece chapter, the title of the One Piece, as you can see, was made on the Naruto way. So in that way you can see that Oda was referring to Naruto as a little bit of respect, because the Naruto, after all these chapters, all these years, have finally come to an end. So, fair enough. Oda, you show a lot of respect for Naruto, and I appreciate it. I mean, all the fans of One Piece appreciate it. So, about that chapter, well, at the beginning of the chapter 766, well, we can only see that the chapter begins when after Corazon fell down, and when he was taking the devil fruit, and all the guns that were pointing at him because he fall down because he was cursed to be clumsy. So we go back to this, how was the name? Yeah, the Swallow Island, and where a marine battleship was waiting there for, I suppose, for the old black market about the Ope Ope Nome and all the Don Quixote family to arrive there and arrest them immediately. And who is aboard of that ship is one of the old characters, Vice Admiral Tsuru. Yeah, the powerful, strongest, frightful, oldest lady. And as I can see it, when I saw her crew, I mean, I can see that all the crew were girls, were women, old and young and middle. So I can presume that, well, I don't know, maybe a marine have a women's squad or something like that, because I mean, there must be some kind of man in that ship with Vice Admiral Tsuru, but I was seeing that picture where I suppose that it's only girls, so it's Vice Admiral Tsuru squad. So when they were arriving there, they were wondering why the Don Quixote family didn't arrive there for the Ope Ominome and all this shit. So, but it kept me presuming that they didn't arrive there yet. And she was wondering where Sengoku did where did he catch the information about the black market, about the Ope Opinomi, and about the Don Quixote family, and there will be the black market going to be right there on the Minion Island or Swallow Island. I don't know. There was the one thing that Tsuru was wondering, but it appears that Tsuru didn't know about Corazon and his undercover mission. So here, so yeah, for now. When she arrived there, she ordered all the Marines to go to the coast and find if they can find the Don Quixote family ship, because the only thing what was there was the battleship of that Diaz Barrels, that former Marine officer that became a pirate, and who was the one who first get the Opi Opinomi. So after all this shit, we can see that Diaz Barrels recovered for himself for the terrible punch that Corazon gave him, or should I say Don Quixote Rocinante, and when he was run away, and he even said that the deal for the Opi Opinomi was 5 billion smackaroons. 5 billion. Can you imagine that? I mean, non-Delfruit can. I cannot believe that this Delfruit was worth that much. Was worrying that much. That's really some big money. It is. So, and it appears that all these gunshots and everything, it appears that Corazon escaped all the pirates that were pointing the guns in him, and he bring to Trafalgar Law his Delfruit, the Opi Opinomi, and he said to him, yeah, we did. Mission complete. We had the Delfruit. Now, Doflamingo is screwed. Even the Marines are screwed. Now, eat it. And even then, when Trafalgar Law was so weak because of the Amberlid syndrome and all that, He even didn't get the strength to eat it, and he was afraid, wondering what will happen if he will be adult fruit user. I mean, what will happen to him when he will eat adult fruit? And of course, he said that we don't have so much time, and he tried to pursue law to eat the swallow the fucking adult fruit down through his throat. And he said, yeah, eat that shit, come on, we don't have time, come on, eat it, eat the shit. And of course, in all these actions, somehow he tried to swallow it, and for now we know nothing that happened to Trafalgar Law. For now he's still the same, the one with the Amberley syndrome. And then and point out that after the Corazon, Rocinante, how the hell am I gonna call it? Corazon or Rocinante? What the hell? Okay, Rocinante. So after he gave him the devil fruit, he just fall down on the ground. I mean, like he was weakening, like he was like it was something dizzy about it. So like he's some very sorry. I mean, he fall down to the ground like something was wrong with him. And then after Trafalgar Law, I mean, he turned around his body. We can see all the gunshots, all the wounds that Corazon had. Then again, Rocinante had when he was surrounded by all the pirates. I mean, for the crew of these barrels, something like that. So we can see that he did everything he can to give this devil fruit to Law, and apparently after he ate it, they did it. They succeeded. They succeeded to get the devil fruit, and so the Flamingo can forget about the immortality and all this crap. You failed, bro. You failed. Your little younger brother fucked you up, man. That's it. And at that time, Rocinante gave him a little message, and he was told him that this message he's supposed to get to a Marine, and the Marine will get, of course, to Admiral Sengoku, some high officer then. Because, I mean, after hearing what Rocinante said, I mean, he said that if he give a Marine this message, they will save a country named Dressrosa. Can you imagine that? If Rocinante didn't meet that fucking bastard, that fucking shithead Virgo, he could save Dressrosa, and she couldn't survive all this crap, all this destruction, and King Rico will not be so fucked up for the Flamingo. I mean, why Trafalgar Law at that time when he was getting the message? Why he said he gave the message to Virgo? I mean, sometimes I cannot blame him, because at that time Trafalgar Law didn't know who Virgo really is, because Rocinante only mentioned his name, and he was an elite officer and the first Corazon in the Don Quixote Pirates. So somehow I understand him, and he was confused and everything. So, and after he gave him the message, and Virgo, of course, because he was thinking that he was a normal child for this city and all that, so he was thinking, yes, of course, we'll help you and everything. So he lead Virgo to Rocinante, and then boom, face to face. First Corazon, second Corazon, and even then Virgo even remember his voice. So somehow maybe that's a clue that maybe when Sengoku and Corazon when Rocinante were talking about the old mission, the Opi no Mi, maybe Virgo didn't hear all that. Maybe he heard all this mission and everything. So in some case, even then, I tried to mention that, because even then we can see that Don Quixote Rocinante, Doflamingo's younger brother, he even didn't know which mission Virgo was heading. I mean, he didn't have a fucking idea that he was in undercover for Doflamingo in the Marines. I mean, he didn't have a clue when 60 years ago. He didn't, 30 years ago. He didn't have a clue. So, and all that, when Virgo recognized him, and even when he read the message, understanding the point and the goal of Rocinante being undercover and everything, somehow he understood that he was a spy, and then he got fucked up. A right kick from the leg of Vergo, right in point of the face, bam, in the face. He was fucked up, and even then, he was all full armored hockey, Bushoku hockey, when he was trying to punch and destroy, defeat Rocinante for all this betrayal, what he did. Even that time when Trafalgar Law find out about that he was the Vergo, the one that Rocinante was mentioning, he just attacked him and leave him alone and everything. And even then, with the first time, like we saw in Punk Hazard, it's Vergo son to you. Yeah, Vergo son, you can kiss my ass, you little bastard. You little bastard. Shithead. So in that time he beat the shit out of both of them, Rocinante and Trafalgar Law, and even then he was going to through the Mushi, calling his own brother and telling him about Rocinante. He was a spy and was trying to destroy their plan about Dressrosa, and he was working with the Marines and everything. And even then, at that time when Vergo was talking about with Doflamingo, that time, Don Quixote family arrived to the mini island or Swallow Island, I don't know. They arrived there, and even then, we can see the true personality of Doflamingo. After Don Quixote his own father betrayed him when they give up from the world noble title and everything. So the only family he got was Rocinante, his own younger brother. And even then, we find out that he disappeared when he was 8 years old, and 40 years later, he showed up to the Don Quixote pirates. I suppose that when he disappeared with 8 years old, I suppose that somehow in all these 14 years he became a Marine or something like that. Because if he was known as a Marine commander, so somehow when he was age of 8, and after 14 years later, somehow maybe he just came to the Marines and became a cadet and everything and got into the commander rank. Something like that. I don't know. Because that part is yet to be explained. How he became a Marine. What he did in all these 14 years. When he disappeared when he's age of 8. That's a mystery that is yet to be explained. For Rocinante. So, after that part, Doflamingo, you're really a shithead. After he was seeing it, he's like, my own brother betrayed me. From now on, the Don Quixote family is my only family I had. The only one I can rely is my crew. So, for that crap, Don Quixote Rocinante, your own younger brother, doesn't exist. His sadistic moral, his psychotic sense of morality, Doflamingo, even I like this character. All the Joker stuff and Underworld Brokers and his abilities and everything, I like him, but with that personality, he really is a shithead. A total son of a bitch. Excuse me for the vulgarity, sorry. But he deserves to be called like that. He's a real piece of shit. He really is. So after that, he just forgot about Rocinante. They arrived there for the Opi Nome, and even then he was really pissed because after finding out that the Opi Nome has disappeared, and even then when I tried to read the chapter, I didn't understand if he knows that Opi Nome has disappeared or he didn't know that the Trafalgar Law ate it. I don't know. And even then he told Vergo they they don't need to escape, and all the way that he was talking to Doflamingo, they disappeared without a trace. Tried to survive and everything, and after that, now I understand. After that part, now I understand why Trafalgar Law remembered the birdcage. That technique, because Doflamingo used the first time in this chapter on Minion Island. So Corazon and Law, Rocinante and Law can escape. No one can escape. But if Rocinante is his own brother, maybe he knows somehow, some way, so he can escape from this birdcage. But after seeing the birdcage, there he goes, Law and Rocinante all wounded and everything, and Rocinante all beat it up, weakened. He just fallen to the ground, and he was told, telling to Law that this is one of his own brother's ability, of course, the Ito Itanomi, and with that birdcage technique, no one could get out. So somehow he just admitted that his end has come. There's no place to run. It's time for him to die. And even at the end of the chapter, that's a real some drama scene. I mean, after that end, you must love Don Quixote Rocinante. You must love that character because he's so noble, he's so warm-hearted, compassionate, kind. He will do everything to save this law. At the end of the chapter, he said that if I must die, and if someday in the future, I want you to remember me with a smile. And this was the end of the chapter. God, I really am surprised. I mean, after hearing those words and all that what Corazon has passed to save law, to do all these things, I mean, to make all the children to not be joined to Don Quixote the pirates for their own sakes. I love this character. I mean, it's a real shame that all that have to make him to die. It's a real shame. It's really a shame because he is really noble, kind, compassionate. He will do everything to save Law. And even Law respected him when he was calling in Corazon. Yeah. It's really sad end, but yeah. Rocinante, you are a noble man. You are. So yeah, I'm done. Rate the video, so subscribe, comment, give me your thoughts and ideas, give me something that you want to add to this video, give me something, your ideas, your thoughts, what Rocinante did when he would disappear at the age of 8 and until the 14 years later when he shows up to the Don Quixote Pirates, what he do, how he entered the Marines and everything. Just give me your thoughts, give me your ideas. Peace everybody, have an awesome day. Or should I say, well, to you, the other side of the world, have a nice day. Here is have a nice rest of the night. See ya.